Hey, chat. How are you? Pants, gasps, breathes heavily, sobbing. So I watched Tron Ares, the third Tron movie, spelled Ares, Tron Ars. First Tron movie, 1982, starring a young Jeff Bridges. Not too shabby. Tron Legacy was 2010, which I watched, but I only remember Daft Punk did all the music, and they had a little cameo here and there. And then Olivia Wilde in a tight-fitting leather bodysuit. Hubba hubba. Well, if you can't make it work with Jason Sudeikis, the problem is with you, Olivia. Honey? He's probably a prick too. They're both insufferable. Tron Ares stars handsome box office poison Jared Leto. Look at those beautiful eyes, so problematic. Also stars Gillian Anderson in her first appearance in something people actually watched. Also Evan Peters as the bad guy, the villain. But he does a lot of he's like the bad guy, and he's talking to Jared Leto, his servant or creation or whatever. But he does it through like a fake face, like a Wizard of Oz kind of thing. He's in there typing. He types. And then this giant face in the computer program talks to Jared Leto. So he'll type, "Go away," and then the giant face says to Jared Leto, "Go away." And it's like, okay, you're the bad guy, and you're chatting via AOL Instant Messenger. Why didn't he just have a mic and alter his voice like they did to Tom Arnold when he was questioning Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies? The good about this movie, the light cycles they're in the real world. Very cool. They go underwater. They're like an underwater sea-doo. They fly. It's super awesome. There's like a tank, light cycle tank kind of thing. Aesthetic, very, very cool to look at. But the entire time you're watching the light cycles roam around, drive around, cycle around or whatever, you're like, how much of this is CGI and how much is real? It's not like I'm watching Chris Nolan and the Bat motorcycle. That's real. That's practical. This has got to be 70 to 90% fake. So it wilts your enjoyment a little. The suits look cool. Helmets look cool that they can switch to see-through in a blink of an eye. So because you can't let Jared Leto hide his beautifulness under the cover of darkness. The computer versus the real world, digital versus analog. It's a movie trying to show what it's like inside a computer program. Does it work? No, it doesn't. It's like that provocative movie called The Net with that girl from the bus. You're just like, I guess this is a computer program on my television. And this is what it's like inside a bunch of zeros and ones and digital and binary or whatever. Jared Leto plays Ars, the super duper computer program badass, working for the bad guy, but he grows a conscience. Oh, I suddenly feel for these people, and maybe I shouldn't be doing bad and doing this villain's bidding, and maybe there's some good in the world, and I'm waking up to all this. Hey, Jared Leto, how about you grow a conscience in real life and stop treating women like shit? Oh, but all those 30 Seconds to Mars hit songs. Okay. If you can separate the art from the artist, good luck with that. I can when it's convenient to me. But if you're making crappy movies and crappy music, hit that cancel button. He dies after 29 minutes. That's the whole gist of this movie. He goes into the real world. He goes from the computer program into the real world, but he evaporates after 29 minutes like Thanos, like the snap IRL. So Jared Leto and Evan Peters and everyone and their mama are looking for the permanence code that Jeff Bridges apparently made in the 80s. Too much of the back and forth between digital and analog. You're like, okay, he's back in the digital world, and now he's going back into the real world, and then 29 minutes, he's gone. Snapped, erased from existence. So he goes back to the computer program, but then he's got to go back into Earth, and it's just okay. It's like Beam Me Up, Scotty on repeat. There's also a cool trick. They 3D print Jared Leto. They 3D print these light cycle tank things. They 3D print everything from the computer program into the real world. And it's cool at first. You're like, oh, that's pretty badass. But it gets old. And you're like, okay, I've seen this 8 times already. Boring, dumb, repetitive. 80 minutes in, a barefoot Jeff Bridges, the dude himself, the dude abides by the grid. That light cycle really brought the room together, man. He does get a few mans in his dialogue. He's just the dude. He's no longer that Flynn character. He's just the dude from The Big Lebowski in every single one of his roles. And we welcome it. We welcome our dude overlord. Thankfully, they don't de-age him, a la Harrison Ford in Indy Jones or Bobby De Niro in that horrible movie, The Irishman. It's always so crappy looking and cheesy and it's just desperation from these movie studios. Some dialogue. Jared Leto says, this is a scene with Jared Leto and Jeff Bridges. JB, y'all. MC, y'all. And Jared Leto says, I think there's something wrong with me. And JB says, or maybe there's something right with you. Wow. Thanks to John Grisham for contributing the script. He really punched it up. Another example of dialogue. Jared and Eve Kim is the actress's name. She plays a big part. Jared says, I guess that's the thing about life. There's nothing quite permanent about it. Eve Kim, no, there isn't. Jared Leto, yeah, wow. Who wrote this? William Shakespeare? That big, slow Tron ship, which was in the other 2 movies, looks like a giant staple. It makes an appearance, but it's really slow moving, and it gets into a battle with like fighter jets, like F-16s or whatever, and the fighter jets are firing missiles at the big staple, and you're like, okay, I guess this is happening. Oh. The hand-to-hand, disc-to-disc, bow to bow, staff to staff, triangle to triangle, action, combat, fighting, it just doesn't work, but whatever. Artificial intelligence, I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. I'm so over that acronym AI. I don't care. Like I said before, visually, aesthetically, this movie is hard to beat, but there's just nothing else there for me. Man, is it a good movie? No. Is it a bad movie? No. Is it a movie? Yes. Yes. Tron Ares is a movie. And in the end, Jared Leto is back in the analog world to terrorize underage girls everywhere. Okay, I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm outie. 5,000 G money. Gotta go late. See ya. Bean.